Hi guys, Chasey here, and I'm here to discuss safety in Formula 1. Obviously, in wake of Jules Bianchi's crash, which has shocked all the Formula 1 world, obviously the FIA are trying to look at safety regulations now and just trying to look at how to improve safety in Formula 1. As we all know, motorsport is still dangerous. It's safer than what it was, but it still can put you in life-threatening situations, as we've seen with Jules Bianchi. You are still in our thoughts, by the way, Bianchi. You will never leave them until you are fully recovered, which I think you will. The main solution they've been talking about is closed cockpits now. And I think it might not be the way forward after all, even though I was against it. Now I'm with it now. I'm sort of like debating about it now, because it will be good preventing like things coming towards you and just like obviously pressing against the whatever fabric it will be and just obviously catapulting away. But what you got to think about is what happens if it rains as well. You know, and obviously you might have a wiper or something like that, like on a standard car. But what about the sides as well? You won't be able to see your mirrors on the sides. What happens if there's dirt on there? What are you going to do? What happens if it fogs up inside it as well? Because of like obviously generation of heat as well. Obviously you have to keep rubbing as well. You're going to keep distracting. It's not going to really work. And really, motorsport has always been opened cockpit as well. They should like have a look and try and maybe redesign something to like prevent things from hitting the driver and injuring them. Maybe like sort of like the top bit here, because that's like the most damaging. If you get hit here, it's going to hurt, but it won't kill you. But if you get like hit like around the head, it's going to put you in a life-threatening situation. Maybe redesign the top half as well as to go with it. The one thing they have also discussed is a limit, like a speed limiter during a safety car or a yellow flag zone. So say like all the sector 2 is a yellow flag zone. They'll have to do like 60 kilometers an hour through sector 2, then race again, and then you get the picture. I think that's probably the safer option. But what I think they should do, the FIA race director Charlie Whiting should have like a control where he's able to switch on something that would limit the cars immediately, so that the cars can't go faster or slower. Then he can control them, so that like instead of like the drivers doing it, because they might forget they're in sector 2, drive so fast and then obviously catapult and cause a massive crash, and then he's going to get reprimanded, fined, and so on. So I think it's called race control for a reason. They should be in control of that at the same time, not just the drivers. Try and help them out a little bit as well, because obviously Formula 1 drivers can't do everything at the same time. They should help them out a little bit to try and stop that. They do that in, is it NASCAR or some touring car? They do it in another racing sport, and I can't remember which one it is now. But I have read it up where they do like a limit, where there's like a limit zone, so that no one's like crashing into here, crashing into there, stop injury from happening. But yeah, and at the same time, back to the closed cockpit one, they were talking about if you crash upside down, it's going to be hard to get out of it. Or like on a closed cockpit, it'll be easier to obviously like get out, flip the car back over, get out, or like just maybe crawl under like a gap or something like that. But if the car's upside down, you have that in your way, and then like if the car's on fire or something like that. Also, and if your car does catch fire at the back and you want to get out as quickly as possible, you're gonna have to do seatbelt off, and then steering wheel off. Then you have to lift up the cover or however it'll do, and then it's gonna take that a little bit longer. And what if it's too late by then? It might catch some fuel and bang. It sounds daft, but these things happen. No one expected Bianchi to crash, so how do you know this is going to happen at the same time? Another safety one they've been going, obviously, is like a car-styled roof at the same time. Do you know, like, so I'll have like a car-typed chassis at the same as well. So like, obviously Formula 1 back, front, car-type chassis as well. But Martin Brundle was discussing about this, and he has said racing drivers have been killed during this. So is this the way forward? I don't know. Maybe slowing the cars down will be the easier option, and I will be voting for that. in backing that, because I don't want to see this again in Formula 1. It might be a severe injury, well, not severe injury, like a Perez type injury in Monaco 2011, where he went to checks, he had a little bit of a sprain, he missed a race, and that was that, brushed down. Next race, he went away. I don't want to see a Bianchi crash again. They should relook at this and just revive and bring the fun back to the sport, because no one should be looking on a race weekend. They should be cheering and be like fixed into Formula 1. They don't want to say, oh, you don't watch Formula 1 because drivers die here, there and everywhere again. We don't want to bring this back up. We thought we lost it now, and then all of a sudden it's just come back up again, and this shouldn't be happening. It's a fun sport. We all love it. I love it, you love it, everyone loves it, and this shouldn't be happening as well. And it's a shame that we're discussing this again, because we should be looking at next season, drivers. We should be talking about the fun racing we've seen all season, and then Bianchi comes along and crashes, and it's a shame to see. And it shouldn't have happened at the same time, but it did, sadly. But yeah, what do you think they should do? Do you have any good ideas about safety in Formula 1? Do you think they should do something else? Do you think they should close cockpits? Are you with it? Are you against it? Do you think they should have a limiter like what they're doing in the pit lane? And if you go over that pit speed limit, you're going to get a penalty, a stop-go penalty, or a time penalty, or whatever. I think that will be the easier option, but what do you think? So yeah, that concludes the video on safety on Formula 1. That's my opinion. Tell me your opinion. What do you think as well? Yeah, so if you want more videos, just go and check us out on YouTube, Formula JT. Also follow us on Twitter at Formula_JT in small case letters. On Facebook as well, Formula JT, and also F1 for Life. Like that page as well. I'm admin on that page. That's a cracking page. 13,000 likes, nearly hit 14. Come on, we want to get 15,000 likes before the end of the season. 26th November, we want to get there. Come on, try and like the page as much as you can. So yeah, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you later.